I personally struggle with caffeine a lot, quitting it, getting back on it, quitting, getting back on it. Like there has never been a way that I could use it and also enjoy it. Like every time that I got back on it, I built up a tolerance, and eventually I didn't feel anything anymore. Then I had to quit, and then it was like terrible for a week because your dopamine system is all fucked up and your whole body feels like terrible. And then it was like, oh, let me try caffeine again, and then the cycle continues. But now, thanks to Alex Hormozi, he posted this on X, or Twitter, formerly Twitter. He posted his way of using caffeine, and I'm gonna try something similar myself right now. So his tactic to use caffeine is like 2 days off and then 1 day on 200 milligrams. So milligrams is like 100, or 80 is one coffee, I believe. So 200 is a little bit over 2 coffees, like actually 2.5 coffees. And he takes this in one go to uses it to the best benefit. So he takes 2 days clean to not be dependent on it, and then 1 day like 200 milligrams or 2.5 cups, like quite a lot in one go, to enjoy it to the fullest and use it the best way. Why does he do this? Because one, he doesn't want to be dependent. So if he can't get his hands on caffeine somewhere, he doesn't want to struggle with like his focus and his dopamine levels. So that's why he does it. And he still uses it because he knows how effective it is for your focus, and if you use the correct way to be productive and maybe do things that you don't really like to do, especially like maybe chores or maybe some boring business work. With caffeine, it's just way easier to do because everything feels fun, right, when you use caffeine, and especially a higher dose. So that's what I learned. I'm gonna do it a little bit different. I'm on the carnivore diet right now, so I only eat meat and eggs. I'm gonna do it just once a week, and maybe once every 2 weeks, but not more than twice a week. Like at least 2 days, a gap of 2 days between, but I aim for 1 a week or 2, or 1 every 2 weeks. Why? Because I just want to be comfortable in my body without it for like 6 days, and then maybe when I feel like it, or when I really want to do a heavy workout in the gym, like enjoy it and like hit a PR or something, then I take 2 espressos and I just go. Or like Alex Hormozi, when I have to do some boring business work like writing a script or preparing some video ideas, like that's not the most fun thing to do. So then I just take a lot of caffeine for that day only, and then 2 days gap or 6 days gap. I think this is the best way to do it, or just stay off it completely, because like it's still a plant. So if you want to do strict carnivore, you can also stay off it completely. But for now, like I don't want to eat trash for that dopamine spike, but I just like using caffeine and I don't want to build a tolerance against it. So that's why I'm gonna try this way, and why Alex Hormozi shared his tactic. I think it's really strong. You shouldn't be dependent on anything. You should just be able to work like 16 hours straight without food, of course you need a little bit of food and water, but don't use any stimulants like cigarettes, like alcohol, like nicotine. Cigarette is nicotine, or like caffeine. A lot of people, when you don't give them their cup of coffee in the morning, they're just useless the whole day. You don't want that to happen. So that's why Alex Hormozi and I also recommend you to take at least 2 days gap between you use it again, and when you use it, you can use a higher amount, like to get the maximum benefits of it, but don't overdo it, of course, because then you get a heart attack or at least cardiac issues. So make sure that you look out for that. But I assume that if you watched 4.5 minutes of a raw video, that you have quite a good dopamine spend, so that you're intelligent enough to don't overdose on caffeine. So that's my tactic. That's what Alex Hormozi does. And let me know in the comments if you have something else that you want to discuss, or like why you stay off caffeine completely. Like you can also have your opinions on that, or like a science-based argument that you should be off of caffeine always. My dog is choking in the background. So yeah, let me know in the comments. If you want to work with me, you can DM me on Instagram. Link is in the description, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.